10 minutes after 6 on Morning Barbados. As we said in our opening chit-chat, we'll be talking all about men's health today, and one organization that has been in the forefront of making sure that we all pay attention to the important aspects of our health is the Barbados Family Planning Association. They have a very strong men's thrust. So we'd like to welcome Anderson Langdon. He is their research officer, and of course he's also the secretary for the National Men's Association. Welcome. Good to have you. Good morning. Good to have you. Let's see. Men's health, a national priority. I almost thought it goes without saying, but I guess we do have to say it. What's happening?
Well, we're having a discussion. It's really an interactive discussion being led by Dr. Barlow Lynch. He's a adult urologist and pediatric urologist. He's also a diplomat of the American Board of Urology, and he's had 30 years in this field. He's also, should I add, he's also Barbadian born.
Yeah, he's Barbadian, and I know Dr. Lynch very well. He practices here once a month.
Yes, once a month, right? And he runs a very successful clinic, and he's going to be here helping to guide this situation we're having here. We know, as you mentioned earlier, men are taking it more seriously, but we need to make them understand the importance that they play and why they must maintain their health. We talk about the social impact and the economic impact. When our men are not, what should I say, as healthy as they can be, our country, our society can't excel the way it needs to, and that is why it is a national priority in my eyes.
But what is the reason for that, though? Why don't we pay attention to our health? I mean, is it because of that
machoism? The
machoism?
Yeah. That's a part of it, and that's a part of it. And our attitude to things are, men. The average diet of a male, generally in Barbados, is not the healthiest of diets. It's something that you're seeing men getting more into.
Yeah, but men don't do the cooking for men. I mean, traditionally, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that our society has not empowered, has not given men. Men are being allowed to practice negative things and not go unchecked. And I think that shows in the increase in hypertensive figures for men, the increase in diabetic figures for men, the unhealthy practices, and the HIV figures, recently the HIV-related AIDS and AIDS figures as in regards to men. The number of diagnoses, I actually think that's a good thing. It means that more men are coming out, more men are being diagnosed with the disease, and are taking the steps with regards to that. I'm proud of that, and I hope that we can encourage more men to get healthy.
What are you hearing from men, though, as to why they aren't having the PSAs done? Why they're not watching the potential for diabetes and for hypertension and those lifestyle diseases? What are you hearing from them?
I'm hearing from them that, let me just take a step back. We are accustomed to having a series of consultations with men since 1992, which led to successful our male clinic. Guidance in what to do as well is an issue, is one of the things that men, sometimes we eat, things go unchecked, they're not aware of what they're eating. So we ourselves understand that, and there needs to be guidance in that area, okay? I'm trying to answer your question. The practices that men are saying, we haven't been taught to, we haven't been trained to. We're going accustomed thinking that what we've been doing in the past has been, okay. We heard about men, our society about the old days, where the old days, and a lot of these practices come from what was instituted as good habits or okay habits then that would have left on check. And obviously our surveillance for diseases are a lot better than what was traditionally done. So what would have gone unchecked then is now manifested now as unhealthy practices. Like the #1 killer in men in Barbados is prostate disease. Is the #1 cause of death for males, and manifesting that as they get older, they're seeing all these practices leading to either increasing the risk of prostate cancer, and it is stuff like that.
But I have friends who have their PSAs done annually and everything is fine, and then one year, boom,
But on the other hand, Doug, I want to add to that and say that there's also gyms full of men.
Right.
There's also supermarket aisles where there are men buying vegetables. The split of people I see running and walking early on mornings is 50-50 for men. So some of them have gotten it.
Yes.
But I want you to talk more about the social and psychological root cause of why men will not, in some cases, have the correct tests and take the right attitudes to their health, because it starts with the attitude, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it is.
Let's get to the root cause. Let's get to the mentality behind, well, I'm not really dealing with it. If it's really that bad, I'll take a pill and I'll be done with it. I won't really get to the root cause of it. Let's deal with how the BFPA and your association are handling the root cause, the mentality behind you know, men's attitude to their health.
We actually made a decision that we understand that there are psychological aspects, there are fears, fear of testing, fear of knowing the truth sometimes is something that we have to battle with. Understanding that what you have been accustomed to or what you have been doing is not the way to be doing it. It's sometimes too much for one individual to bear. We've made the point that if we're going to go into the community, we must be well trained, well informed. We must have the correct support network of counseling, because how a lifestyle change, you'll be living your life the entire way that you thought was right, but you realize that the way you've been living it is not the way you should. Take a step back. The man is going to say, whoa, that's a blow. I mean, I've been doing it wrong.
I hear what you're saying, and I maybe I shouldn't raise this example, but 25 years ago I had my first kidney stone attack. And it was the most excruciating pain in my life. And after I passed the couple of stones, it was better. And then came the second 6 months later, and the third a year later, and after 20 years, I lost function of one kidney. What should I have done at the first passage or the first incidence of the stone? And I'm wondering if there's someone out there who can tell people like myself exactly what they should do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking you. I mean, what should happen in that case? I mean, who should they see? I mean, what kind of network of support is there?
I'm glad
available?
You said that, though, because I think what's coming up to me as well is, are our medical professionals and our caregivers complicit in perpetuating the machismo, where a man will come in and ask for pills for a headache, but you won't ask what kind of stress he's under, or how much cheese he's having, or you know, is his wife pandering to that need for comfort food, and is everything lined with mellow cream? That's what we're asking, I think. The support network.
We understand that. That is why when you come to the Barbados Family Planning Association, we don't just do the testing. We just don't do the medical tests. We provide the counseling support, we provide the network support, we provide the referral system to individuals. We have a dedicated group of doctors who do our primary screening on our MensHealth clinic, which is held on Wednesdays between 4 to 7. And what happens is that you will come there, you will get tested, and you're not going to just get the results. You're going to say, the doctor's going to say to you, look, what's going on at home? And if I'm there, he can't do it. He's going to refer you to somebody within any organization or the wider network of Barbados that can. And then you're going to look to work on that problem. What the National MensHealth Association is doing, on the other hand, is that there are already these male organizations. We encourage men to join them, get involved with them, but we are advocating on a wider scale, on a larger scale, with regards to the male issues. We actually have a network in which we're encouraging organizations to network with us, to build these support networks across the island, and that we can help where we can in the wider scheme of things. Sometimes, you know, we in our own little worlds that relates to our dealing with our own situations. But when we look to build the correct networks with the right groups, we can then, as you say, look, don't just go to the doctor. Here's just the group of men already that's been through this. Let them share their experience. Let them share their knowledge. Sure, first experience, you give your example. I mean, what if you had been interacting with someone that had been through that situation? That's
exactly the point I'm making.
Yeah.
You know, I hope I'm around to enjoy the benefits of the success of the network. You're talking about this discussion that you're going to have on Thursday, the 8th.
Right.
and the presentation by Dr. Lynch. Is there going to be a chance for people like myself to come and engage Dr. Lynch and engage some of the other participants?
Definitely. What we understand twofold. We understand that there are going to be men that are there, that are going to come, and are going to be like you, are going to want to know and ask questions. But of course, there's the other guy who's not going to be as open. We're going to have the availability of an area where you can drop your question, drop your query in, and you can then have that query read out by me or someone there, one of the other gentlemen there, so that you can get your question answered. And please don't be afraid to come and ask any question, or that's what we're there for. We're here to alleviate your fears. We're there to help guide you. We're there to show you why it's a priority, and why it's important to us, and why it's important to you, and why it's important to Barbados that we men do what we're supposed to.
Well, you've got a convert here. I'm going to be agitating for more support for the Barbados Family Planning Association, Men's Health Program, and the Men's Health Association of Barbados with your activities in the future. And where were you when I needed you?
Never too late.
I was barely 5. let me just repeat again. We're going to be at the Barbados Yacht Club, from 7 p.m. On Bay Street, and Barlow Lynch, Men's Health and National Priority. You can call us at 426-2027, or you can email us at bfpa@caribsurf.com. Thank you.
That's Thursday, September 8th. And remember, women have a role to play too. If you don't want to go, drag them by the scruff of their necks. But we prefer a bit of gentle persuasion relentlessly applied. We've been chatting to Anderson Langdon. He's the research officer of the BFPA. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, another man to talk about health. We'll be right back.
Morning Barbados, good morning.